Have you ever wondered about the Mulberry Mystery Locomotive at the Mulberry Phosphate Museum? This locomotive was discovered on land owned by the State Department of Environmental Protection in 2012 when workers from a subcontractor for Mosaic were surveying land. Workers believed they had stumbled on a large metal pipe. As digging continued, it appeared to be a cannon. However, after the large wheels were unearthed, it was quickly evident that they had discovered something much more significant: a steam locomotive. Most steam locomotives in existence today were created after 1900. This newly discovered locomotive was a Manchester 440 and was created in 1880. This particular model was never intended for industrial use. It was designed to haul passenger trains. As railways moved from steam power to electric, many of these now obsolete engines were inexpensively purchased by mining companies to haul phosphate rock on mine property. These second-hand locomotives didn't usually last long in their new uses, and it was assumed that once this one was no longer useful, it was stripped of its parts, driven off of a spur railroad line, and buried in a pit where it spent most of a century buried. The basic framework of the engine remains, but other elements of the original design, like the water pump, bell, and cow catcher, are all gone. Too damaged to repair, the relic represents an era of industry that had huge impacts on both the city of Mulberry as well as the surrounding county. It was decided that the locomotive should find a permanent home within Polk County. Tracks were laid and plans were set. Weighing over 42,000 pounds, a team of engineers hoisted the locomotive into the air and safely landed the train into its new home. In October of 2013, the locomotive was permanently moved here to the Mulberry Phosphate Museum. Now housed in the same community where it once worked, Mulberry's mystery locomotive can be enjoyed by all of the museum's guests.